Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Tifosi Time. This is episode 129, our triumphant return from our 2, 3, 4 month hiatus, however long it's been. I think it's only been it's been a week, but to our listeners, it felt like years because they've missed us, I'm sure. So for those of you that are here, this is your favorite Serie A podcast. We're back to make all your dreams come true. Say hello, fellas.
Hi.
With the regular crew plus Mervis is sitting with you.
Mervis is my in-law's dog. He has many nicknames. That's his nicest one. Good thing he's a good dog, too. Oh, God. All right, so we're episode 129. This is match week 32 that just went by in Serie A. And the good news is it's consistent. The league hasn't gotten any better in all the time we've been missing. So it's the same shit, different day. Who wants to kick us off?
Should we shout out Pedro's mustache really quick?
Oh yeah. Let's shout out the 70s, 80s. Is this a 70s, 80s throwback mustache? What is this? Is this a straight porn stash at this point?
I don't care.
You look 30 years younger though. I'm not gonna say pull it up. I still can't grow a mustache, so whatever.
I like it.
I mean, your mustache is looking pretty good. Not as good as my hair, but
Oh, no. Uncle Seth, you know when he told me
what?
to paint red.
The paint it red. That would be awesome. Like a ginger stash. That would be great. Definitely do that.
That's awful. I don't think he really likes you for giving that advice.
If you paint it red, we're gonna make his mustache a fifth square on the show just by itself.
100%.
That'd be awesome. All right, well, it's all downhill after that, after the mustache talk. So where do you guys want to start in terms of soccer?
I mean, I don't know. I think the last time we talked, we were still waiting for the results of the Champions League. So, I don't even think we talked about, it's Milan versus Inter, in the semifinals.
Yeah, that's right.
Which, we were all rooting for Napoli. Napoli didn't play well. Credit to Milan.
I'm not saying that Napoli didn't play well. Milan didn't play good.
That's the thing. Milan kind of had their number. Napoli hasn't been playing well, I should say, for the last couple of months. They haven't been as good as they were. I question that they never rest anyone too. They played the same lineup all the time. I don't know if that had a factor in the game at all. Obviously, Osimhen didn't play in the first.
Yeah, but you see, Napoli lately, right? If the other team played okay, it's hard for them to score. And Napoli is a team. If they score right away, they can make 3, 4, 5 goals to a team. If you didn't score right away, it's a problem. Anyway, I like Salernitana. Did you see the Salernitana?
Well, that's what I was going to say. Going into, they continued because they had a chance of pretty much clinching the league this week, and then they tie. And it's not that Napoli didn't have chances. They must have had 60,000 crosses that they couldn't convert on.
Yeah, but Salernitana played good.
Well, Ochoa played good.
He didn't play all in defense. They went.
Yeah. But Ochoa saved them.
They say it was the end of a deal.
What?
Maradona, la mano di Dio.
Yeah.
At this time, it was the end of Dia.
Oh, because Dia scored?
Dia
scored.
Yeah. Dia for Salernitana scored a really nice goal to tie, to tie the game. But, it just sucks because next game for Napoli, I don't even know if it's home or not, but
Can't they win? Can't they win now if someone loses midweek?
That's what I mean. It's going to be a midweek, cool, we won. It's going to be
but you see what happened?
Because they didn't win it.
The Napoli asked to anticipate the game in 2 hours in order for them to celebrate. And like you say, Daniel, they're going to win in Jordan or tie, whatever.
That sucks.
It still is going to be late.
Wait, also, first of all, they might not even have to play. I think if Lots loses, right?
Yeah.
So it's like
I think if Lazio loses, they win without even playing, right?
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, we knew they were going to win, but the atmosphere this weekend was amazing. Like, it would have been awesome to
look, this is just another example of how this year has kind of been like the anti, like even the celebrations, they're gonna win it even off the field by having another team lose. Like, are you that surprised? Be like,
it was set up perfectly. Like, it would have been the perfect celebration.
And it also would have been the quickest early. It wasn't it. I was saying that would have been the earliest the teams ever like closed the championship.
I mean, it's up there. There's a lot of
but now they say the Laurentis is going to open the stadium in Naples, to allow everybody, all the fans to see a big screen.
Well,
great.
In Naples.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's not the same as winning at home, but whatever. It is what it is. They're gonna win. It's just a matter of what when
the championship has been a long time.
I'm saying it would have been cool for them to win on Sunday. The entire city's in white and blue. Decorations. They've been going crazy for it.
Usually outside the field, usually outside the stadium.
Yeah, it's crazy over there.
That was ready too.
I can't even concentrate on what you guys are talking about because I'm still flabbergasted by Milik's penalty shot.
I didn't see the actual penalty shot. I looked away and then I heard it was bad.
Frank, go right now and watch it.
It is one of the most disgraceful. Wait, but before we go to Juventus, really quickly, let's just say Inter did their thing too. They're in the semifinals, so it's Milan versus Inter in the Europa, in the Champions League. One of them are going into the finals, either against Real Madrid or Manchester City,
which is pretty cool.
Which is awesome. I think it's great.
Please don't let it be Inter. Please don't.
I just don't give either of those teams really a solid chance at winning against.
Yeah, me either. But once you get there,
it's one game.
Yeah, it's one game. You got to give them a shot.
Yeah, but the other teams are very strong.
Although our boy Gozen's dislocated his shoulder, so.
Well, and the one thing for Inter, they've been playing well in the tournament, so it's not like they couldn't upset in the finals if they did make it. I'm sure you wouldn't be happy about it, but yes, it can happen. They're going to be, whichever team makes it's going to be an extreme underdog in the game.
Yeah.
Right? Like, we all hope it's Milan. I wouldn't be surprised if it was Inter.
Yeah, but you see, I wouldn't have bet for sure because it's one game. I repeat.
Oh, I get it. If it was two legs, it's
one game. It depends.
Just saw the penalty.
The game.
Pretty good, right?
That was awesome. I like the jump that he had. Really threw him off. He jumped up like a deer. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm gonna watch it.
Listen, my nightmare is now it's likely to happen. Inter goes to the final and somehow wins the Champions League.
That would
even though we would be like, yeah, the Italian team won, I don't want them to win the Champions League. Exactly. Like, at this point, I will root against them. I don't care. If they make it to the final, absolutely no. They're not winning. Their team sucks. They have no business being in the final. Our team sucks, but we get the results we deserve. This team ends up in the finals and wins the Champions League? Are you kidding?
But you see, Frankie, they play the championship. They play well.
Who? They're behind us.
No, the championship.
The Champions League. Yeah,
the Champions League. They play well. Now, if you talk about Lazio, Inter, Lazio was winning 1-0.
Okay.
Some mistake of Cherby.
Yeah.
But Inter dominated that game.
Yeah, and then I thought Lazio would have won, but then
no, Inter was down, but they really should have. I mean, they deserved the win handedly. They had a lot more opportunities. They were playing way better than
now.
Lazio.
Inter's playing okay, but don't forget they had 2.5 months where they were playing like crap. We were like, Gonzaga's gonna get fired.
No, I agree. But
last game, even Lukaku played good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're kind of clicking right now. Like they could be dangerous.
Listen, in the end of the day, I don't know. I can't root for one of them to win the Champions League. Maybe Milan for an attempt, but I don't even want them to win it. You know what I mean?
So you'd rather have Real Madrid win it again? Or Manchester City, who buys everyone.
I don't know. So, the only good thing is if Milan or Inter win it, so there's another thing for Juventus board to get that much more frustrated, to be like, we better wake the fuck up. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't
But
know.
like,
That's what you're hoping
Yeah,
on.
but the point for Juventus, they don't have money right now, Frank.
they don't have money or anything.
And when they say we want this, we want that, they don't have money. They don't have nobody.
No one has money.
I don't care about. Don't even give me the
but
same team. Just give me a coach that doesn't suck ass.
Inter say it's ahead of Juventus to buy Vicario. If they never have money, these people.
Wait, so you can't believe that shit because
They don't even pay. They don't even pay the they don't even pay the player.
yeah, I read. I think it was yesterday. They have like a year to pay off $275 million or something.
And
Oh,
they
you
buy
know
this,
another
they
thing we didn't
buy
talk
that.
about. I don't think the 15-point reduction taken away.
Yeah, well, they got it back. Yeah, I don't know. We might have talked about it. I don't know.
Did we? I don't know.
Yeah, no, you're talking about. So let's switch over to Juventus, I guess. But they did get the 15 points
But
back.
still, Frank, we don't know if they're going to take us at points.
Well, whatever. If the other thing that's being the other thing, isn't there other teams also? Like, what's the other case for again? Not paying their players on time, right?
It was deferring payments and shit.
Yeah. Didn't every team do that during COVID? So like,
Oh, some people they went bankrupt. A lot of teams.
so I'm not too worried. I mean, whatever. It is what it is. Look, in the end of the day, but I'm just surprised they even got that one back.
No, but I think since they lost, they got the 15 points back. Like, have they won a game yet?
No, I think they've lost like whatever points they got. I think they made. Yeah.
Now we can screw around for a little bit.
Yeah,
because
no,
that was
Frank,
points back.
they got to the 15 points back because there was no case for the league.
Yeah, but with the point
Now,
that Daniel's
but
making is
they're going to do the case again. They brought it back to the federal with other things, other accusation. You know.
yeah, but
In other
Dan,
words, they're going to take 4 or 5 points. They're making sure they don't go up European League, Championship.
well, yeah, the point is though, 15 points we've gotten back, right? That's 5 games potentially. Juventus in the last 5 games or before this. Wait, they have 3 losses and a tie. And what was the game before that? Was it
Probably
another loss?
the Italian Cup. They lost to Inter.
So,
Yeah.
They lost to
So
Italian
I mean,
Cup.
really, they've given away those 15 points in the last like 5 games, 6 weeks.
Yeah, so they're not playing well. They are in the semifinals of the Europa League.
we talk about the last game we did, Bologna. Actually, the game was not that bad.
I mean,
I think both of those
Allegri
teams
say
want to win.
too much under 23. I mean, the next generation, the people that they play good. Just it happened, all 3 of them, they made a mistake.
yeah, they don't have the confidence. They can't finish.
Even Illich did.
Both teams had chances to win.
What about the terrible defense? Their defense is so bad.
Yeah.
With
Bologna.
Juventus' defense. Yeah, Bologna had chances in that game, especially late in the game too. They had a couple of really good chances.
Yeah, but we had the one mistake we got.
How about Sandro getting blown by, then Danilo fouling him in the box?
Yeah, Sandro was foul. That before penalty was foul.
Well, that was Danilo with the foul in the box.
Danilo, because Sandro's terrible.
Yeah, but
Gatti, what was he doing?
Gatti, we talk about Gatti. You see, we lost I lost my faith just when I saw the formation to see Bonucci in the middle. Where did it come from, Bonucci?
It was his birthday.
Play it 3-4 months.
I think
That's a better answer than I thought. So sure, it was his birthday.
No,
You get to play.
I'm dead serious.
I think the bigger issue, and you're seeing this, you're hearing this from the team, from the players and people around the team, is that like people like Chiesa and Vlahovic are getting really, really frustrated because
You saw Chiesa come off the field. Like Chiesa's so unhappy.
but like he doesn't even play in his position. Like what
That's what I'm
star on
saying.
your team goes to left back, plays striker when he's not a striker? Like you're seeing the rumblings and the people.
But
frustrated
that's why
with the
they're
coach.
frustrated, because these guys are like, listen, I only have so many years as a career. Like, I can't waste it with this guy who's going to ruin me.
He's
like,
ruining
no
their career.
offense.
Yeah.
No, did you see the tweet? Sole put a like Allegri out to put a like.
He did?
That's
No, he
awesome.
didn't.
Right. It's
That's
No,
awesome.
he did it.
I
He
didn't see
do
that.
that, did he?
By mistake, or was he hacked?
no,
or
I don't
what?
know. He apologized, but he put a like.
That's
Maybe he clicked it by accident. Who knows? That's
Oh,
pretty funny,
God.
though.
You know what? It's just, again, like, we can take losing if we're young and we're playing good, but the fact is we're playing like crap. There's no future. Like, Allegri's not going to change and make us play better.
No
So,
future because it's Allegri has to be out.
that's what I'm saying.
You know why? Because Kostic played defense. Because he
So
wants him to play to come back.
we were saying this before it started that like you hear one thing.
Take the game against Inter. Did you see? Chiesa falso 9. When the Chiesa, everybody understood, even in a small team, when you play against Inter, you put 3 forward in there and you don't let the Inter defense to move.
Yeah.
We didn't even falso 9.
Go ahead, Dan. Not to mention, he put him as a false 9. He's not. It's like he gets lost when you put him in the middle anyway. Like, there's just so many things he does that are like pointless.
You put a falso 9, it's down the middle, Chiesa. You leave it, the defense, Inter, just to do what they want.
Yeah, no pressure.
Go ahead, Dan. What were you going to say?
No, I don't even remember what I was. I think I was going to say. Honestly, I don't even remember what I was.
We were talking Inter. We were talking.
No, I was going to say that you see the reports. We were saying this before that you see the reports from the management saying that of course Allegri is going to stay for the next season, but then you hear the rumblings from the players that they're not happy. So of course the management's going to say one thing and then
Yeah,
because they're going to back.
Well, maybe the players. You guys think that the players are now starting to speak out because they're worried that they are going to keep Allegri?
I think they are.
The situation is this. Allegri has 2 more years contract, right? But the way we play, they have to try an agreement. Like we give you 1 year, get
Yeah, they have to buy him
they have
out.
to lose the cut.
I don't care. Pay him. You got a contract for 2 years. No one says you have to coach. I'll pay you. Go clean the toilets.
Even the thing is, they don't have
2 years.
It's hard when you're strapped for money, but I mean, I think the players are. I think it's being done on purpose. Yes, I don't think the players want to play for him, and they want it. No,
There's no joy on that field. Fagioli looks mentally strained.
You think Allegri got what's his name? Paredes. I thought it was bad. I don't think he's that bad the way he played. I think he wants to play like that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He wanted
bad.
Paredes. He wanted Paredes. He came. He didn't have a spot for him. Didn't even whatever. There's no joy on that field, though. Fagioli looks like he's stressed out. Chiesa looks stressed out. Vlahovic looks like he's stressed. Nobody there is playing happy.
But the thing is,
lately, even I see Danilo.
Yeah.
Play the way
Danilo's been doing a ton of mistakes.
But it goes back to, all right, get rid of him. Get your wish, get rid of him. Who are you bringing in? Because they do not have money to go get someone.
I don't need a big player. I don't even need Zidane. I don't care.
So who?
I don't care. Give me Tudor. I don't give a shit.
They talk about Tudor. Give Tudor.
Give me Tudor. I don't care. How much does it cost to get you? Probably pay Juric $2 million. He would come. I don't give a shit who you bring. I just don't want this guy.
Already, you see, if you get somebody else, and you get rid of people that get paid a lot of money, you're saving there.
Yeah.
Well, and then also, did I mishear? I was watching an Italian podcast, so my translations, I was tired. But they were saying that Landucci and Allegri basically said a bunch of bad things against Spalletti after the game.
They did. Landucci was being an asshole. Yeah, he was saying a lot of stuff.
But okay, so my point is, these guys are 2 wet noodles. They suck, right? They bring nothing. And then you even lost you could say, oh, they're classy, they're professional. You even lose that. You just kind of suck all around.
I mean, it goes
you are
back
not
to the
good.
first game versus Napoli when he wouldn't shake Spalletti's hand at the end.
Yeah. What do I need you? Bring Tudor, bring Montero. You already pay Montero. Let him coach. I don't care. It cannot get worse. I'm not saying he's going to be good. It will not be worse. There's no way it will be worse. Because none of the players are playing to their potential.
I haven't
team
enjoyed
hasn't-
watching a Juventus game in 5 years, probably.
It's been years, yeah.
Yeah, so there you go. You just said it all, right, Chris? Like, as fans, and I was always a fan who's like, I don't care. Winning's all that matters. I'm at the point like, no.
They have to think two things. Get rid of Allegri out. Bonucci out. It's 36 years.
So relax. It was his birthday.
Out. I don't want him on the roster. No, I don't want him.
Yeah, but at least as much as I don't want him either, at least he talked bad about Allegri.
Frank, he created a problem because you want to play.
But
Good, I know. I agree with you. He can go.
You're saying this, but it's not that easy to just say get rid of him. You're still paying the guy, Bonucci, and
how much years does he have left?
He's probably got at least one more, so you still have to pay his
Yeah,
salary.
but he tried to save to go.
But I think it takes like a coach with balls and some vision, right? And like it starts with letting anyone who's old, whose contract is up, let them go. Like just consider it a saving. Sandro, save that money. Quadrado, save that money.
Well, yeah,
Rabiot, save that money.
Bologna played good.
Who?
He played good Sunday.
It's allowed to have a good feeling every 10
Yeah,
games.
he doesn't listen. These were good players that are going to have a good game.
Hey, look like he can.
Okay, but do you want to pay him and re-sign him? Do you want to pay him and re-sign him?
Well, yeah, if we get the deal that they offered, we'll give you 2 years for $4 million.
No, not even. Listen, you want to stay $1 million a year for 2
I'm
years.
just saying that's how dumb Juventus.
You
is.
want to stay like that's what you have to do.
For another thing on them, the one other thing that I heard, and I don't know the truth of this, but Di Maria was told that he wasn't going to play, so then he faked an injury, so he didn't have to go.
He can
He
go.
faked an injury. That's
Yeah,
another loser.
Yeah,
Good, because just when I thought he was winning everyone over, I'm glad his true colors come out. He faked an
He's
injury.
like, I'm
so he
not
didn't
going to
have
play. I'm not coming, basically.
I mean, that's a loser. I'm sorry, Juventus.
I don't
Is that
understand.
Juventus DNA?
I don't understand why he doesn't have to play Di Maria on the team.
Who cares? Regardless.
I mean,
whether
he
you
wasn't
think
playing good. He was one of the.
But okay. So let's say you agree he disagree and you think he should have played. If a coach tells you you're not going to play, you fake an injury so you don't have to go. That's the type. I would send him home the rest of the year, if that's true. I would say, you know what? Keep your shoes off, keep your sandals on. We don't need you the last 6 weeks. The problem is they don't have guts. Allegri doesn't have guts to do anything. That's why the players have no respect for him.
But there's more to think about than that. Just that, though. Like the fans will go crazy. And...
No, there's no. At a certain point, what are you? The way you're doing it now, you're not. The players don't have your back. So, and a player might say, "Wait, you're going to hold me to all this shit, and you let this guy fake an injury and not come to the game."
But if you do stuff like that, it's going to have an effect on future transfers. Like people are going to see that you treat them like that. They're not going to.
No, when you say, why did you send him home? He faked an injury so he didn't have to travel with us.
No,
if you plan on doing that, don't come either.
I'm just saying.
He don't play for free. He plays for $7 million.
He plays for $7 million. And the thing is, guys, it's not even that. Think of it as like any old manager, right? Any boss. You have 25 guys on your team. So everything you do, you're sending a message to all 25. It's not okay to say, oh, you're Di Maria. Play when you want, travel when you want, do what you want.
Ronaldo. You don't think that affected the rest of the team?
Exactly. And now I'm being fair. I didn't like it when Ronaldo got to do it. I sure as hell don't want to do it for Di Maria.
Another one, Paredes, $67 million. Oh.
He's still on Paredes.
No, but can you guys, like, leadership is part of this, right? It's not just like picking a formation and playing, but it's like you want the team to be one unit. You can't play favorites. The players can't see what you got. One set of rules for this guy, another set of rules for this guy.
I agree.
That doesn't help in the locker room. Vlahovic is probably like, what the fuck? Like, you treat me like...
It's a matter of injury.
Yeah, but it's not...
It's just
because
not
you
fair,
see, the way he fight with the ball, he don't even worth 10 million, nothing. He loses the ball all the time.
Yeah, listen, he's not playing good, but you don't put any of that on Allegri? I do.
I do everything to Allegri.
I think a lot of players do not enjoy playing for him.
I 100% agree with you, Chris. I don't think there's one. The only player that's playing good, you can honestly say, and I don't know how much Allegri is Rabiot. That's it. But that's because he has all the confidence in the world. He never comes off the field.
And he's got the most motivation at anyone.
And he's got a contract year. He gets to go wherever the hell he wants. So he's not tied to Allegri. He's like, I'm going to leave.
That's a matter of fact. Rabiot tired him say to stay to think to stay at Juventus We have to go Champion League and Allegri coach. That's what he's saying.
Good. You can go with Allegri to another team.
Because he
Take
loves
it
them.
with him.
I mean, really, Rabiot shouldn't complain. He
should.
resurrected his career.
But you can't have 1 out of 25.
No, I know.
You know what I mean? And it's just so the point is the whoever's in charge, because again, I don't even know these guys' names yet. I kind of in my head think it's like a temporary thing, and I hope they bring somebody who I can actually say this guy's in charge when it comes to making soccer decisions.
I did hear rumors that like Juntali again is on top of the
Why would he leave though?
What happened to Bremen? Bremen would bought 50 million. He was the best defender with Torino.
Well, he's hurt right now.
He didn't show nothing.
No,
what happened to Bob? When he
has
started to make him play 20 minutes, and the second one, 30.
Oh yeah, Pogba. That's so funny. It's like, but again,
job.
think about this. The only reason you have these guys is because of Allegri. He's the one trying to convince them to keep old guys, re-sign them. It's like there's a certain point where you have to just cut your losses. You have to go, look, we are losing. Yes, I don't. Okay, you think, oh, Allegri, we got to pay him for 2 years. Guess what? You have a $90 million player in Vlahovic, who you just said is not even worth $10 million. So, do you want to keep Allegri for? Yeah,
the last offer is a 60 million.
Yeah, okay, but I'm saying like all these players that he diminishes value, like cost you more than his salary. You know what I mean? For every old guy he makes you re-sign and overpay, that like we don't need you. Like we need a coach who can develop young people. And don't tell me because you're playing them, because again, I think you're playing them. I don't know because you lost ideas.
Now they say they want to practice it. Even counterpart, they want to put Rovella.
Why Rovella? Why does Rovella always got to get
practice it? All right.
Why?
But now he can Brighton, English team. He said he's going to beat Roma, Juventus. He offered 40 million and they take it.
Yeah, because the Serbi's there.
Yeah.
Brighton won 6-0 by the way.
Brighton won 6-0? That's what I'm saying. Okay, so let me ask you, who did they play, Chris?
I don't know, but
whoever they play, that's
what I'm saying. Whoever they play, it's a good point. But it's Brighton. We're not talking Man City.
Yeah.
So to me, like that's the effective coach, right? Like
since that Zeb was there, he's in the first place.
Yeah.
He can go on the Champions League.
Yeah, they love him.
So this is my point to say, like, oh, it's our team. No, it's Allegri. If we had Gasparini, we would have won the championship this year. Or we would at least been within 5 or 6 points in Napoli. We would have lost maybe, but we would have been, it wouldn't have been this.
Well, he wouldn't put up with this bullshit. That's why.
That's what I mean. We would be entertaining if we had gospel. So, like, my point is, if you're in charge, whoever these people are that they brought in, 12 of them, whoever the fuck it is, if they can't see it, like, look, then you need to replace this group quicker than you replace the other group. Because, I mean, it doesn't take a brain surgeon to be like, this is it? This is Juventus?
Well, I think they just expect it to change. Like, oh, we're Juventus. It's going to
change. That's the problem, Chris. You're right.
With Sassuolo, we gave it. With Sassuolo, with the different other team, we give it the first half.
Yeah.
That's what's about it.
Listen, Bologna had the ball a ton versus us.
Second half with the guy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's saying like Juventus played really good in this.
No,
game. Bologna had tons of chances.
Bologna had tons of chances in the ball a lot more than us. You know, we let everyone play. That's on Allegri. We don't have. I mean, our roster. If you look at our salaries, we're probably what? Like, are we the highest paid team in the whole league?
Yeah, yeah, by far.
We're the highest paid. Now, regardless of whether or not they're worth it, the biggest. And look at the results. Look how they play. If we played Salernitana last week, we would have lost. Right? Bologna could have won. Like, we're not better than anyone.
And now you see, we're going to play Lecce.
Yeah, good. Hopefully we lose to them too. I don't really care.
But I think part of the problem is too, though, Frank, is that the league is such shit that Juventus sees we're in third place, so it's not that bad.
That's the problem. You're right. I think they don't.
No, but you want to know something? Sunday or Wednesday, Thursday, when it is, there is a 2 games, right? It's the 2 Lazio and Roma. They play Inter and Milan, and we play Lecce. In theory, we should have get point to team of this.
Yeah.
This week should have been the same thing.
No, it's going to be different. They're going to take a point on us.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is, I think it's what Chris said. They think, oh, Allegri won in the past. we're Juventus. Eventually it will get good. No, we were on the downward spiral. We brought the wrong coach in who tried to reuse old ideas.
We forget everything. You know, we won the 9 years the championship, right? Even when you go Conte, I didn't like sometimes how they play.
Yeah, but I would trade the years of Conte for Allegri every day of the week.
Yeah,
we never played good.
I would take Conte's team over Allegri's team every day of the week, and I don't like Conte.
Yeah.
Well, at least we ran.
Yeah, but that was the moment, because it was the game. It was all time the same. But we Allegri, 5 championship. We never played good except the 2-3 games.
That was more because the league sucked. Yeah, the league sucked. That was, the thing is, okay, so let's just change it for a second. Let's just change the discussion. If Juventus still wants to be Juventus, right? They have to eventually say, okay, we don't have a ton of money to change the team in 1 year, but they have to start believing that we have to change the cycle, right? Or do they think this guy is going to run his 2 years and they're going to re-sign him again? Like, either way, what are you getting from keeping this guy?
But another things, we saw Rovella with Monza, he's doing great.
Yeah, but his name is always
Cambiasso with Bologna is doing great.
Yeah, Cambiasso played. Yeah. But so my point is, I would have faith if they named somebody who was the new sporting director that I trusted. That I was like, this guy knows what he's talking about. He's discovered young players. He knows what a good team should play like. Everything else will work out because they'll pick a coach that plays a good game. They'll pick the right players. They'll let go of the right players. Right now, I feel like Juventus has no head. It's like all like this group that we don't even know if any of them have any soccer. And then they let Allegri talk, who's an idiot.
But, I know the media exaggerate. Now you see Palladino, you know what they call him? The new Saki.
Oh, God.
Well, that's...
that is.
Yeah.
But he's playing good, some Monza. I don't call him.
The guy hasn't even had a full season yet.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, sometimes I feel like we just do this shit on purpose ourselves, especially the media.
But I think me and Dan picked Monza as a surprise team this season.
You did, I think.
To be honest, I don't think they're really surprised. I knew that.
I mean, they're right in the middle of the thing. They're 10. So, like...
Yeah, but
for a relegation team.
Don't forget, the Monza didn't start with Palladino.
No, they started horrible.
That's what I'm saying. The guy hasn't even had a full
They started horrible. The first
game,
they were the last
He's
one.
coached less than 30 games, and they're making him this next Jesus. Like, relax.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy
good.
the other way. But, what I would ask you, though, and I know that people would say, oh, you're just being an unfair fan. Allegri's done all this stuff. How many teams would you change coaches with him in Serie A? And I think there's a lot.
To go down the list right now.
Yeah, let's do it right now. So Napoli, would you take Spalletti over
You're
him?
going to say yes.
Yes. Lazio, would you take Sarri? No.
Yeah.
I don't want him anyway. They're
You
tied.
had sorry.
Yeah, I don't want him. They both suck. Juventus, I'd rather have Montero. Inter, Inzaghi. I don't know if I'd rather have Inzaghi.
I don't trust Inzaghi either.
I don't trust him either. Pioli, with Milan, right? Probably. Mourinho?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I like him better than
You would.
I
Right?
like
At
Mourinho.
least you would be afraid to change
Mourinho,
things
at
up.
least he say he has something with the players.
And he has something with the players. They love playing for him, and he plays the young people.
If he has to say something for the
Yeah.
players, say
Yeah.
too.
He puts a stamp on the team.
Yeah, and they like him. Adelant, Gasparini, every day of the week and twice on Sunday. Bologna, we got
Motta, they're Inter.
Monta, who's actually playing. They're playing okay, but whatever. Fiorentina,
Yes.
Italiano, 100%.
Mhm.
Monza, Palladino, I'm not ready to say that. I just think, whatever, he might suck
If
too.
you're ready to say Montero, you're ready to say Palladino.
Yeah, Montero,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
more doing it based on I loved him as a player. I have no idea if he can even coach.
No,
I don't.
from Palladino, I remember one thing when he was playing with Juventus.
He
He
sucked,
say something to that Pietro. He don't play no more.
but he also wasn't good.
No, he don't play no more.
He wasn't a
Ce ne stiamo
Juventus
da
player.
Pietro. Oh, state fatti cazzo tuoi.
Yeah, well, so not a good EQ there. So that's an example.
No, because people have to know
Know your place.
Yeah, emotional intelligence. That probably wasn't good on his part. Right? He was also 19 or whatever he was. Sassuolo is
Dionisi.
I'd probably take him over. I'd take him over.
Because
Hell yes.
I'd take him over.
To do the job and the rest.
Yes, I'd take him over. The only reason I'm not saying because the Deserbi, they were already playing pretty good. So it wasn't like
he's a better coach than
Torino Juric, 100%. Who else? Udinese. Who's Udinese's coach?
Sotil is good too.
Yeah, he's a first.
Salernitana?
Man, he's good looking.
Salernitana is Sosa.
Yeah, definitely
yes.
Paulo Sousa. I'll take him. Yeah. And I like even though he usually gets fired in about 1 year all the time.
Yeah, but you see how it was a fight from the line to talk.
Yeah. Empoli.
Zanetti.
He's a tie with Allegri.
Coach's name like Ty.
I just don't want Allegri. I'm doing this extra. Okay, we're gonna get the point. I don't see why we have this guy. Like he's not good.
Money.
If you put Allegri on Cremonese, he might do better.
Did you see Grosso the Frosinone went to Serie A?
Grosso?
Grosso.
Yeah,
he'll always have a place in my heart after Berlin.
So him
went to Serie A, you're ready.
They got promoted, and then even Giardino, right? I think he was Genoa. They're playing really good, right? Or
no. They already with the game left. They in Serie A.
They clinched, yeah.
Yeah, they clinched it.
They beat Regina this week.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't know. I don't know where the hell we're going with this. I want the season to end. I think you're right, by the way. I think they're going to find a way to take away just enough points to knock them out of the Champions League. You're probably right about that.
No, I thought I read if they're going to lose points, it's going to be next year now.
Oh, for next year?
Great. Let's try this shit.
What I read.
27-point reduction.
They don't do something like 15 points. I read for the payment. It's the society. They can give you an amendment, money, penalty, and nothing else.
Which they don't have.
I mean, wait. When we say they don't have money, do they not have like go out and spend lots of money on player money, or are they broke money?
No, they report massive losses for the last.
No. Well, Frank, when you say they don't have money, because they have debts, they have to increase the capital of twice, 700 million.
The stuff from G.
The money.
Did they pay the debt?
They don't have money to compete with the other team to buy the good player.
Well, it starts with paying off the debt. So did they pay that off? Or
I'll tell you something. For example, when you got to Ronaldo, it wasn't the worst mistake we made, right? But the moment you got Ronaldo, everybody could come in Juventus. If Ronaldo is there, nobody say, "Oh, I have to go Juventus." Now, whoever Rabiot, Allegri, right? Say, what would I go there for?
I wouldn't come.
I would consider Ronaldo a mistake, by the way.
No, I mean he probably paid for himself with jerseys and things or whatever.
It was just put them on the map. Like a lot of people follow Juventus because of that.
Yeah, but the problem is, it was temporary, and they couldn't afford it, right? 30 million.
They spent too much money for him.
But here's what I'll say, right?
He didn't do what he had to do.
But here's what I'll say: there's also a lot of money off their wage bill that they should be able to save, right? With not taking Paredes back, right? Rugani's contract's up, isn't it? That's $4 million. Quadrado, Sandro, right? Sandro, Quadrado, Rabiot, right? There's like going to be like $40-50 million that they could just cut off the wage bill and just bring in young players. Cambiaso in place of Sandro. You could bring in Rovella. You can just have all young, but have a coach that's going to get something out of them. And if you come in sixth, you come in sixth.
No, a coach that like young player.
Yeah.
He like to
But not only likes young players, but also will give them a play. Because Allegri's putting the young guys in the field. They still like
young player.
Yeah. There's no game plan. So, I
wish Allegri listened to this podcast.
I think he does. That's why we're nice to him on here.
Chris, we talk over here, but I think 85 or 90% of Juventus fans, they think what we think.
Yeah,
You think it's that much?
Yeah, if
I don't know if it's that
more
much,
than that.
actually.
I don't.
There's a lot of people that defend Allegri for some reason.
Oh,
I think
A lot. I see him in
oh,
comments.
I saw even someone for media director Zanzarone. The last thing he say, if Allegri was in Juventus, they would be on the 9 or 10 place. He gets an age.
I think it's
So,
not
so they went to somebody.
Wait, he's saying if Allegri wasn't there, we'd be worse?
Yeah.
I don't think it's possible.
Without Allegri, we would be worse.
There
I
are
don't think
people
so.
that think like that. I don't think it's.
But there are.
90%. Yeah,
You're right. I don't think it's 90%. I think it's
Allegri's
like
mom.
70-30.
No, I think 95% they don't
I
like
don't think
it.
so.
He's just making that
No,
up.
shut
No,
up.
it's not. People think Allegri, it's like he's done so great with the
Hey,
situation.
I tell you something. If the people that were still on him, they don't know nothing about soccer.
Well, that's my thing. How do you defend
They don't
defend
know
him? Like,
nothing about soccer.
well, how do you defend him? Because again, this is year 2, right? So you can't even say like, oh, he just came on. That's why the team has no
They
game.
make 4 passes together.
They can't make 4 passes together. No one's value is going up.
They look like they fit today. You go like this.
Yeah, I think the last thing I'll say about it is, remember the beginning of last season when Chiellini said on the bench, "This isn't a team."
Yeah.
It's still
Yeah.
that. It's still that.
No,
same
it's still
exact
not.
thing.
You're
There's
so
no
right.
improvement.
And you know what? Chiellini was calling it out the way it really was.
Yeah, that's the only thing I want to say about that.
He
Like,
really
they're
did.
not
He
better.
said, "This is not a team." You know what? We all thought it was Ronaldo's fault, whoever's fault. No, it was Allegri's fault. Because you know what? There's little pockets there that probably like Allegri. The young kids don't know any better, right? Because
you notice one thing.
Sule does. Like,
Allegri out.
You notice one thing. It became worse than inside. The same substitution all the time. Fagioli, minute.
Yeah.
he's a robot.
God.
It's the same shit.
All right, we need to move on because the Rangers play in 20 minutes and I want to watch. So
On a separate news, I heard Wrexham is trying to sign Bale out of retirement.
Who?
Really?
Good luck with that.
Yeah, because he sent them a message
said zero. Eh?
back and forth, and he said he was like, "I'll come out of retirement." Which
I
is
mean,
pretty funny.
everything that team does is for publicity, though. It's like,
Who cares?
I mean,
All
what-
right.
they're in like the 4th.
Yeah, in that 4th division, he probably scored 30 goals.
No, I'm saying he'll dominate if he takes it seriously, but like, okay, I really don't care about Bale.
Well, listen, my thing is their coach is no worse than Allegri. They both suck.
Right.
They have passionate owners. I'll give them that.
Do you understand? I think even to go on the market, we think about to buy someone from the play here in America. How bad do we are?
Well, not okay, but let's go back to the thing you said earlier that I didn't get to comment on. You know, people don't underestimate having a coach that players want to play for. That can be your tiebreaker. I'm not saying you're going to get someone cheap. Like, you have to be willing to be equal or in the ballpark as another team. But if you're a big team and you have a coach people want to play for, there's a good chance they're going to pick you. Versus like, well, wait, I'm going to go here where careers go to die under Allegri. I'm good. I'll go play somewhere else.
And other things, for example, Lazio got a player, Zaccagni, 2 years ago. We never saw him.
I said that the moment they got him
saying
for
it
$8
for
million
30
bucks.
years.
So did Dan, and so did Chris. And I said, why did they
I mean,
go get this
that's all
guy
we
for $8
don't
million?
do.
And that was a great move for $8
No, we
million.
said that immediately. We said,
Yeah.
We said, all right, they bought him. Cool. but
I
why was it
remember
so
that
little?
summer show,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
was like, that's a great
Hey,
move.
I tell you something, Gus. He don't even play $11 right now. But with the player we have, I would have get a Buric, the tall guy.
Oh yeah,
I said that 2 years ago too.
yeah. We
You know,
did say
they
that.
look
We did
like
say
they
that.
don't have it.
They don't have an
Yeah.
because you know why? But that was more Agnelli, I think. Oh, Agnelli and maybe Allegri. That was like, we have to go get big names. I'd rather
Yeah,
go
like-
get somebody who used to play 10 minutes on Real Madrid and pay him $7 million
Yeah.
than some guy like Saccagni because like he's not Juventus name quality.
I'd rather have him than Milik right now.
Yeah, well, Milik's done okay this year, whatever, and they got him for $2 million bucks loan or whatever the hell they got him.
Goal, but Zaccagni's do better than him.
Listen, but that's my point. If they had someone in charge, right, that didn't believe in buying the name, but went and said, no, we need a wing, and we're going to go get Saccagni because he's good, and we can get him cheap. You need someone in charge to go, we don't care. If we win, they're not going to care if we got names. But the last 5 years, 7 years, it's all been about get Rabiot, get Ramsey, get all these guys that are names, and they suck.
And then it's
Where'd Dingo?
the center. Now they're going to go Koulibaly, right? But there is this guy from Salernitana, center defense.
He's sure.
Who's going to go Koulibaly?
No, they try to get him.
Well,
They give it floor, you know.
So
From
apparently
Napoli?
Chelsea-
Napoli's
no,
Koulibaly?
yeah.
No, I know, but the
Yeah.
the guy who used to play for Napoli?
Apparently,
No, he
Yeah.
played for Salernitana.
who? Oh, the midfielder.
No, the stopper, the defense.
Who?
Yeah, but the Koulibaly, where do you see?
Koulibaly, you Napoli.
That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah,
now they're going to say, again, that's a name again.
Another
He was good.
31, 32 years
Yeah,
old.
31, 32. Like, why?
But there's reasons behind that.
Well,
Chelsea has so much
back.
debt right now. They need to sell players.
Yes, I understand, but again, and he's a good player, I get it. But don't you just feel like there's no one at the table Juventus that goes, look, we don't have to get a guy who's been proven 8 years ago. We need to be the ones who find people before they're proven, and we need to prove like
go up.
yeah, like they don't have
Really?
one guy that can say like, look, trust me, this guy's good. That was the one thing about Mudgy, whatever you want to say. He went out and he got Abramovich. No one knew who the fuck he was. He brought players in all the time, right? Sometimes he brought good players, but even when he sold Zidane and brought in Tudor, Buffon, and whatever from Parma. I mean, yes, they were already kind of known a little bit. Yeah, kind of out of. They were kind of known, but they were still young. They hadn't proven themselves on a team like Juventus. This year's version would sell Zidane, and they would go to Real Madrid and Barcelona and go, which guys don't you want anymore? You want to give me, they would get some old fuckers.
I miss Cannavaro.
But now, the problem is now, what is all money. That's why the English team, they play good. Because
even more reason to get young players like Sakani and players that are a good deal.
Yeah, but not if the value is going to get less because Allegri sucks.
Well, that's the other thing. You have to say, do I have a coach who values my players or devalues?
Listen to me. You have to believe in people, in players. Look, whoever Sandro. Did you see the Juventus Bologna? Cambiasso came in the second half. He was a player left wing almost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because they don't believe in people because they think they're too young. And it's like, I'm tired of hearing Ravella's name in every deal. Like, if I was Ravella, I would say, listen, bring me back and get rid of me.
Ravella is one thing wrong right now. I noticed it. He ran too much.
His hair?
No, he ran too much. He never played the full game.
Well, because they take him out.
Because first of all, they take him out because he's tired. But maybe Juventus would need to.
I love the weekly Rovella segment we have on this.
No, but doesn't that annoy you?
No other podcast has this segment. I'll tell you.
No.
But he's right. You put him on Juventus with some better players.
Yeah.
He has to do less running.
He has to run less. Or hey, here's a crazy thought. A coach that actually tell him, I want you to run a little bit less so I can keep you in the 90th minute.
Yeah.
And then also, by the way, we'll keep it aside, get the kid some better nutrition and a physio so he can run for 90 minutes. Because he's 21 years old.
No, Frank. I know the midfield has to be close to the ball all the time. Yeah. But sometimes he has to know when to relax.
Agreed. And that comes with experience. But then you have players like Conte that used to play, the English guy or whatever, the French guy.
Non-stop.
He runs nonstop. So if he's 21, if that's his game, get him the physical buildup so he can run, right? Like, there's no reason he's not 35.
Coach is there too, even to teach him when there's a time to relax, you relax. Yeah. And sometimes you can relax even when the possession.
I'll tell you, I'm going to be 100% honest.
Has possession, you can relax. You relax more.
I'm going to be 100% honest. Like this summer, there's two things I'm looking for. And this is going to really dictate how much I want to care about next year. I'm going to be 100% honest. If they got a coach I believe in, not named Allegri.
Not happening.
And if they get a guy who's in charge of the whole sporting director that actually has a vision and can pick players, it doesn't have to go, well, this guy's Ramsey. He's on Wales. I'll pay him $70 million.
Frank, if about that, they wanted the guy from Napoli, Giuntoli.
this guy, he got Anguissa. We nobody knew.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Huh.
I agree with Dan and Chris, though. I don't see why he's going to come to Juventus.
No, I
Why?
wouldn't.
Why would Junsley come to Juventus?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, if you want, man,
I think we're going to see the old number 10 back in the front office.
Del Piero?
Yeah,
I
You
think
have to
he's
say
gonna-
No, in charge of the team?
I
I think
think
he's
so.
going to have a major
Del
role.
Piero?
I think he's going to have a big role.
I don't think.
What are
You can't.
talking
You
about?
can't put a guy that never. How is he
Hey,
going to know how to negotiate or do it?
Del Piero, he's a coach now. He's got the title to be a coach.
Yeah.
He's inexperienced. Del Piero is good because he don't talk too much. You know what to say.
Perfect.
That's-
That's why I think he's going to. That's why I think.
I think part of the reason they are going to bring him back, though, is because they want the fans to be happy. They love him. I think that's going to be a big
Yeah,
part.
but-
I want him to be part of the team, but I'm not going to
I
let
don't
him
see
run the
Del Piero
team.
with. I don't see Del Piero with Allegri.
No, I would clean
No,
house.
Chris is first of all, whoever you're going to bring should be able to pick their own coach,
Yeah.
right? Otherwise, you're just putting a figurehead there. If Junsley comes, is he going to say, "Okay, I gotta keep your coach"?
Junsley's not coming.
No, I don't think so either. I still would try to steal someone from Adelon.
Yeah, but they talk about the Sartori, do Bologna.
Great.
And they talk to the guy from Atalanta, to Petrarchi.
We'll have a lot more weeks to talk about this. The season's not even over yet. I mean, we're all going to be disappointed when he's coaching next year.
You got, but this is the talk they should do now themselves.
Well, they should have
They
their
should
plan.
prepare themselves for the future.
All right. Well,
Really quickly, Fiorentina is in the semifinals of the Conference League. They dominated this week, won 5-0. They're the only team that really has something to play for other than the three bottom teams. I mean, yeah, you still have Rome and you have, Atalanta battling for spots, and Rome's in the Europa semifinals. But, all in all, it's been, like we said, kind of lackluster. All these teams beat each other up. No one takes a spot. And it's going to come
You
down to
still have
last
5
week.
teams for 3 spots,
That's what I mean. It's going to come down on last week for multiple spots.
and that's if you
Yeah,
don't
there
count
is
Adelon,
There is
which is
a lot of good game. Like Juventus has to play Atalanta, Lazio.
But it doesn't matter because they're going to
Roma.
win one and then they're going to lose to a shitty team.
that's it. But so are the other teams. in
Exactly.
fairness.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you have 4 points separating number 2 and 6, and you have 6 points between 2 and 7.
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, but Juventus of the past, it would be in the championship. This Juventus, you cannot trust this Juventus.
Yeah, when
No.
the league was worse, though, you're missing a big part. Like,
Because
No, but there
like
was
I
also some
said,
years Juventus
Sunday,
was actually good.
Wednesday there is a too big game. Roma, Lazio with Milan and Inter, us will let you.
All right, well,
want to
let's
see
pick
who's going to
those
go
games.
against us this game.
Are we picking games for this Wednesday, Thursday?
Sure.
yeah.
I don't even know the games, Chris. You just pick the games.
I want to pick Juventus late because I don't think they're winning that game.
Oh, come on.
Juventus is home. I'm saying 2-2 tie.
You just said at the beginning of the episode that they're
Oh,
going to
I
drop
agree,
points.
but still I have a faith.
2-2.
I still have something.
Is it faith or is it delusion?
I still say they must have something.
I'm not giving them the loss. 2-2 tie.
Well, we
Listen,
have to pick. Let's pick a bunch of games because
guys,
we haven't
listen.
picked in a while.
At this point, all right, the team has to be to change. Now, the last game, there is some player, if they want to stay Juventus, they have to show something. They have to
I
have
don't think they
something.
want to
more-
stay
more
Juventus.
dignity,
I
some pride.
I'll find
I don't think
that's
that's the motivation it used to be. Okay, so we're gonna do Wednesday's midweek games. Do you guys want me to read off the games, or do you know them already?
No, I don't know the game.
So it's Juventus Lecce, Atalanta Spezia, Salernitana Fiorentina. That's a good game. Sampdoria Torino, Monza Rome, Lazio Sassuolo, Milan Cremonese, Verona Inter, Empoli Bologna, and Udinese Napoli. Those are the midweek Wednesday Thursday games.
Milan, too.
Wait,
Mil-
time out. Pick Juventus first.
Juventus Milan. It's Milan Cremonese.
Oh, allora the next, the other game.
Yeah, the weekend games are exciting.
So let's pick a couple from this. So you want to pick Juventus because we always pick Juventus. Let's pick Juventus.
2-2.
2-1 Juventus.
1-0 Lecce.
1-1.
Because they're not even going to play half the players either. Like, it's a midweek game. Like, you can never predict these games.
1-1. All right. So now, do you want to pick Monza Roma? You want to?
What do you say?
2-2.
2-2.
I think you're the only one who picked for you. That's the state of the team. Lazio Sassuolo is another good one.
Yeah.
Let's pick Lazio Sassuolo. Go ahead. Who wants to pick first?
2-2.
Lots
is home.
1-0 Sassuolo.
2-1 Lazio.
2-2. And you got Udinese Napoli. You want to pick that one? You want to pick Monza Rome?
Salernitana
Let's
Fiorentina.
pick Monza Rome.
Monza Rome. 2-1 Monza.
1-1.
1-0 Rome.
2-1 Rome.
Okay. So let's go to is that all we want to pick that week?
Sure.
E Udinese Napoli che?
Yeah, you want to pick that one? Go ahead. Let's pick
that game might not even mean anything.
0-0.
Udinese 2-1.
0-0.
I'm sorry, what's the game?
Udinese Napoli, because I don't think Napoli's going to be
1-1. 1-1.
Nah,
it depends.
It doesn't matter. I hate picking this game.
3-1 Napoli.
Yeah, 2-0 Napoli.
1-1.
2-1 Udinese for me. All right.
I said yesterday, actually, I texted somebody and I said, I want Lazio to win the championship. I've done a 180. I don't even want Napoli to win anymore. I want Lazio to come back and win the championship.
All right, here's so on the weekend there's some much better games. There's 3 awesome games. Milan Lazio, Roma Inter, and Atalanta Juventus are the 3 biggest games. Yeah.
Yeah, and then that's good.
So let's do Milan Lazio.
2-1 Milan. Milan's home.
I'm saying 1-1.
2-2.
I'm sorry, what was the game?
Milan Lazio.
1-0 Milan.
All right, then we got Rome Inter.
In Rome.
2-2.
2-1 Rome.
Yeah, 2-1 Rome. That's what I was gonna say.
I'll also go 2-1 Rome.
Atalanta Juventus 3-1 Atalanta.
3-1 Juventus.
Atalanta sucks home, by the way. Like, they're not good at home.
I don't care. Juventus.
Who cares? Juventus blows. I'm gonna say 4-1 Atalanta.
Shut up. 0-0 forfeit.
Just because I want Allegri to get fired.
You say 0-0 forfeit?
A bore fest. 0-0. I'm saying this game's gonna suck. We're gonna want this game to be good, and it's gonna blow.
I don't know. I saw Zapata moving a little bit better this week. Back in the old day, I saw some people moving a little bit. And if that happens to Juventus, they're giving up 3 or 4 guaranteed.
Oh, he's gonna. If Bonucci plays,
I said 3-1 Juventus.
I said 4-1 Atalanta.
3-1 Juventus.
Juventus hasn't scored 3 goals in 6 months.
Hey, sooner or later.
Sooner or later. I love it.
All right. I think we're done.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we're kind of just riding out the season. The season is now just these midweek tournaments that we care about, right? Like, I don't really – that's really where it's at.
What are you talking about? It's every minute counts.
Yeah.
Maybe we should start covering the salvation games a little bit more.
We do go over it every once in a while.
Salpadore.
Cremonese done, but
Cremonese Verona played against each other, and they just eke out a draw.
Cremonese and Salpadore, they're out.
Yeah, I mean Verona, Spezia, and Lecce, really.
Yep.
But really, Spezia and Verona 27 piece. Verona and Spezia both have 27 points.
Okay.
Verona's gonna.
Why is he screaming at us?
I thought he was talking to us.
Nah,
dead.
they're gonna keep it.
I have to leave. I have to go pick up Ariana.
Did you say
Bye.
Bye.
All right.
All right. Well, one of the hosts left, so I think we're done. Catch us next week.
Best show of the year.
Let's go Rangers. Bye.
Allegri out.
Bye.